all of the news swirling about the Espionage Act, trafficking, declassification, disclosure, government corruption, crimes against humanity, the Constitution, and freedom, it's time we talk about Julian Assange. What has happened to Julian has become a symbol of global totalitarianism, a war on the First Amendment, and an overreach of power by the corrupt elites he's exposed. To date, Julian Assange has spent 10 long years locked away from his family, trying to avoid being extradited to the US. In June of this year, a judge ordered his extradition, which he's appealing. If we do not shed light on what is happening to this man, we don't know what may occur once he's in the hands of a pissed-off US government. There's a lot to cover, but let's summarize an odd timeline of events so you gain an understanding of how Assange started a movement that we're all a part of today. Julian disappeared to the Ecuadorian embassy in October of 2016. Right before that, in April of 2016, John Jones, one of Assange's lawyers, dies from jumping in front of a train. May of 2016, Michael Ratner, WikiLeaks chief counsel, dies of cancer. July 2016, WikiLeaks releases 1,200 Hillary Clinton emails from her time as Secretary of State. Coincidentally, Seth Rich, DNC staffer and possible WikiLeaks informant, is murdered in D.C. publicly. In October 2016, WikiLeaks begins to release the John Podesta emails, which reveals criminal activity within the DNC and the Clinton campaign. In the same month, Joe Biden threatens Russia, claiming that WikiLeaks is Russian disinformation. Sound familiar? John Kerry also pressures Ecuador to stop Assange from publishing more documents about Clinton, and Julian's connection to the internet is severed on that day. 2 days later, on October 18th, the news reveals that Assange will be arrested within hours. A London airport is evacuated due to chemical fumes. WikiLeaks makes a massive data file publicly visible on the internet. Coincidentally, a massive DDoS attack hits the US. On October 22nd of 2016, Gavin McFadden, Assange's mentor, dies of lung cancer. November 2016, as WikiLeaks is removed from the internet, Swedish prosecutors arrive at the Ecuadorian embassy where Julian's lawyers are not allowed to attend, and only an Ecuadorian ambassador was allowed to speak with them on his behalf. In 2017, Ecuador had a controversial election and leadership change, which may have led to the next series of events and have pretext to future events here in the US. In April of 2019, Julian's asylum in Ecuador was rescinded. He was arrested at the London embassy and was indicted in the US of violating the Espionage Act. This raised major concerns regarding the First Amendment and whether journalists across the US could also find themselves facing criminal charges. Is it a crime to report a crime? Today, Assange is being held in the notorious high-security HM prison Belmarsh in London. He had spent much of his time in isolation, is often heavily sedated, and has been denied medical treatment for a variety of physical ailments. His lawyers say that they are routinely denied access to their client. Julian Assange, an award-winning journalist who stood for political positive reform in the world and internet freedom, is paying the price for exposing war crimes and protecting whistleblowers from illegal extradition to the US. He didn't expose government secrets as they would have you believe. He exposed government crimes. Exposing criminal activity, again, is not a crime. The inhumane treatment and persecution of Julian is. Here's how you can help. Tomorrow, August 31st, 2022, on the 25th anniversary of Princess Diana being taken from us, we ask that anyone who believes in freedom of speech, true freedom of press, and the ability to hold governments accountable, help us shed light on what Assange tried to do for the people of the world in any way possible. Hashtag Assange-A-Thon on social media, change your profile picture to spread awareness, share a meme, draw a picture, share his story. Let's show the world just how powerful the people are when we work together. Thanks for listening.